The younger you find her, the easier it will be for her to buy into your vision and submit to you as her man. Remember, a woman is a man's reflection. And for a woman to reflect you better and clearly, you need to find her before she has been with many men before you. Because those men who came before you, they've planted a lot of ideas and perceptions, values, principles into that woman. And the later you find her, the harder it will be for you as a man to reverse those ideologies, the principles, the values, and how she views life. That's why you'll find men who are good. They will marry a woman, but then, or they will date a woman. They be with a woman. They look after a woman, but she still wants to go back to her ex. That's because it's harder for her to move from her ex, and this has been our grandfather's, secret and strategy for many, many centuries. But today, everything has been darkened by a lot of, misconceptions that, oppression and everything and all that. But I will tell you one thing: the younger you find her, the better it will be for her to buy into your vision, to let you be her man, to support you, to build together with her. Look at how many women today have bought into this idea of a girlfriend allowance. Because it is these older women who have given up in life, who have been with a lot of men, and then who have a lot of men who have mistreated them. Now they say, I won't be in a relationship for free. If a relationship doesn't work for me, I might as well get some money for it. It's always these older women whom they've mostly wasted their youth by being with different men, by jumping from one man to another. But I'm telling you that the younger she is, the easier it will be for her to buy into your vision, into your leadership, into your values, your principles, and how to view life. Because you cannot be with a woman who has got, the principles of values of another man. And you expect her to respect you, you expect her to trust your leadership, to trust your vision, your goals, and everything you are trying to achieve with her in life. You are with a woman who reflects another man or other men. And then when you want her to reflect you, you want her to have the same attitude, the same view, the same mentality in life. And it becomes very difficult because there's contradicting ideologies. That's why our grandfathers found a woman younger, and then as much as it is perceived as oppression, they made sure that this woman is not exposed to a lot of things that may corrupt her. Like, many of them are exposed to ideas of blessability, they are exposed to ideas of girlfriend allowance, they are exposed to a man must take care of you, and then they don't have to do anything in return for that man. They are exposed to lack of responsibility, lack of accountability, they just want to come into a relationship and enjoy the ride while the man does all the work and everything. So the younger you find her, the easier it will be for you to make her buy into your ideas of life, your views, your principles, and your values before she gets corrupted. Because a woman, a woman is more like a a blank page, and whichever man comes first and be with that woman will be the one who gets to write on that page, and will be the one that will be printed in that woman's mind. A woman will buy into a way of life of that man. Whether he was a bad man, whether he was abusive, whether he was good, whatever, that woman will tend to think that's how a man is, or how a man is supposed to be, how a man is supposed to love a woman, treat a woman, live a life, anything about life that that man represent will reflect from that woman. That's why most men have got a problem with an older woman, or women who already have kids with other men, women who have been with a lot of men, because she already reflects other men. How is she going to reflect you when she's been with so many men who've planted different views of life into her? And now, as a man, you have to reverse and teach her from the beginning your way of life. And that's why sometimes you'll be told you're boring. That's because she's used and accustomed to how her ex or her exes used to treat her and used to live a life with her. You find yourself being in a relationship with them, with a woman, but you are competing with her exes. The younger she is, the easier it will be for her to buy into your vision, to submit to you, and to reflect you as a man. That's how it is. You need to find her younger. You need to find her as soon as possible before any other man corrupts her or plant any ideologies of life or views of life that might be different from yours. Because you're going to struggle, my king. You're going to have a hard time trying to convince this woman, teach her, show her your way of life. That's why most women, even if they can find a good man who will take care of them, they will still go back to that baby daddy or that ex who mistreated them. Most of them, they always have that ex that if he calls, they will run to him. That's the guy who came as early as possible and planted a vision, ideologies of life, a way of life, and everything. And in most cases, this woman will go from one relationship to another, looking for her ex in you and in any other man she meets after her ex. And until she finds a man who is more or less the same as her ex, she won't be happy, she won't settle down, she won't be easy to be with. Find her as young or as early as possible before many men come into contact with her, because now you're going to be competing with those men. You're going to be competing with the legacies they have left in that woman. A woman must reflect you. And in order for her to reflect you better and clearly, you need to find her before many men have been with her.